Ever heard of the greatest fantasy epic of all time? The show that broke all the rules. Game of Thrones. This isn't just a TV show, it's a global phenomenon. But if you've never watched it, or if you need a refresher on where the madness began, Season 1 is your essential starting point. Forget what you think you know. This is a brutal, political, and shockingly human story where the biggest battles aren't fought with swords, but with secrets. We're going to break down the first season, character by character, plot by plot. No fluff, just fire. Let's dive into the Westeros deep end. Our story begins in the frozen north, in a castle called Winterfell, home to the Honorable House Stark. Meet Eddard, Ned Stark, Lord of Winterfell, a man defined by honor in a world that has none. His world is shaken when his old friend, King Robert Baratheon, arrives. The king offers Ned the most powerful job in the Seven Kingdoms, Hand of the King, the king's chief advisor. Ned doesn't want it, but duty calls him south to the capital, King's Landing, leaving his family fractured. This move uproots the Stark children. You've got Robb, the eldest, left to lead. The dreamer Sansa, thrilled to potentially marry the prince. The tomboy Arya, who prefers swords to needlework. And young Bran, a curious climber who witnesses something he shouldn't and pays a terrible price, leading to a desperate attempt on his life. This attack sets Ned's wife, Catelyn Stark, on a path of vengeance against the powerful family she believes is responsible, the Lannisters. Oh, and we can't forget Jon Snow, Ned's brooding, illegitimate son. He chooses a different path, heading far north to the Wall to join the Night's Watch, an ancient order of sworn brothers who guard the realm against threats few remember. Now, let's talk about the family with all the money, and all the secrets, House Lannister. Their words are, "Hear me roar," but their real motto. A Lannister always pays his debts. Leading the pack is Queen Cersei. Beautiful, calculating, and fiercely protective of her children. And her twin brother, Jaime Lannister, a Kingsguard knight with a killer smile, infamous for a regicide that earned him the name, Kingslayer. But the true fan favorite is Tyrion Lannister, the youngest brother, a sharp-witted dwarf nicknamed, the Imp. He's a drinker, a thinker, and a constant disappointment to his powerful father, Tywin Lannister. Tyrion's journey is one of the most unpredictable. After a chance encounter, he finds himself falsely accused of Bran Stark's attempted murder by Catelyn Stark and is dragged on a wild journey that eventually leads to a dramatic trial by combat. Tyrion uses his mind, not his sword, to survive, proving that in this world, wit is the most dangerous weapon. As Ned Stark takes up his post as Hand, he starts investigating the suspicious death of his predecessor. What he finds is a shocking truth about the Lannisters, a secret that challenges the legitimacy of the entire royal family and the current line of succession. This is the moment Ned realizes the Game of Thrones is far more perilous than he ever imagined. But the political chess match in Westeros is just one story. Across the narrow sea, on another continent, a different power is rising. We follow Daenerys Targaryen, the exiled princess, last of the Targaryen dynasty, the ancient family that once ruled Westeros with the power of dragons. Daenerys, or Dany, starts as a timid girl, forced into marriage by her desperate, power-hungry brother Viserys. Her husband is Khal Drogo, the intimidating leader of a massive nomadic warrior tribe called the Dothraki. Viserys plans to use Drogo's army to conquer Westeros and reclaim the Iron Throne. Dany's journey is one of incredible transformation. She is gifted 3 petrified dragon eggs, beautiful, but supposedly useless relics. As she navigates life with the Dothraki, she slowly sheds her fear and finds her voice, becoming a Khaleesi, a queen in her own right. She earns the loyalty of her people and the respect of her husband, finding a strength within herself that no one, especially her brother, expected. When Viserys threatens her life, she finally stands up to him in a dramatic, fiery confrontation. As the season concludes, Drogo is injured, and Dany makes a devastating choice to save him using dark magic, a choice that has horrific, tragic consequences. Yet, from this tragedy, and with the help of those supposedly useless eggs, the season ends with one of the most iconic, shocking, and incredible reveals in television history. A moment that literally breathes fire into the legend of the Targaryens and changes the game forever. Ned tries to expose the truth, but this is King's Landing. Honor is a liability, not an asset. The political players, the schemers like Littlefinger and Varys, are all a step ahead. They don't care about what's right, only about who has the power. In a stunning, swift act of betrayal, the Lannisters outmaneuver Ned, and he finds himself a prisoner, accused of treason. When King Robert dies, the balance of power shatters completely. The Lannisters install Robert's heir, the cruel, petulant Joffrey Baratheon, on the Iron Throne. Joffrey forces Ned's daughter, Sansa, to watch her father's humiliation, demanding he confess his crimes to save his life. Ned confesses, choosing his family over his honor, believing he will be spared. But Joffrey is a different kind of monster. In a moment that defined the series and shocked millions of viewers, the young king makes a brutal, unexpected decision that sends a message to all of Westeros. In the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. This one act plunges the entire continent into chaos. News of Ned's fate reaches his eldest son, Robb, who rallies the banners of the North, declaring himself the king in the North and marching south to war, seeking vengeance for his father. The first sparks of the War of the Five Kings have officially ignited. So, why is Season 1 so critically acclaimed? Because it establishes three fundamental truths that govern the entire series. 1. The political battlefield. It sets the Starks honorable against the Lannisters cunning and shows that niceness gets you killed. It's a masterclass in political maneuvering, where the most dangerous character is the one you least suspect. 2. The magic is real. Daenerys' story proves that the Age of Fire and Dragons is returning, a power that will one day challenge every king and queen in Westeros. 3. The real threat is coming. Remember Jon Snow up at the wall. The first episode shows us the true enemy is not a rival house, but an ancient, terrifying, and seemingly mythical threat lurking in the eternal winter, waiting for the petty squabbles of men to end before it strikes. Season 1 is about the death of innocence, the corrosive nature of power, and the devastating price of honor. It's a 10-episode primer that shows you the rules of the game, before smashing them entirely. If you want to understand the why of Game of Thrones, you start here. Are you ready to join the watch? Hit that like button if this video helped you understand the world of Westeros. Subscribe, MMU Reviews, for more deep dives into the greatest TV shows ever made. Let me know in the comments, who is your favorite character from Season 1? The honorable Ned, the witty Tyrion, or the fierce Daenerys? Don't worry, no spoilers. Catch you in the next kingdom.